टिकट है 9 पाउंड की अडल्ट्स की और 5.5 पाउंड की किड्स की। अपेरेंटली इस चर्च की कंस्ट्रक्शन जो है ना 7वीं सेंचुरी में स्टार्ट हुई थी और इसको 700 साल लगे थे पूरा बनने में।
Yes, spin your wheel. It's our chocolate for 3 days. I'm not going to make you do that for 3 days.
Do you know कि यॉर्क हैज़ रिच चॉकलेट मेकिंग हिस्ट्री और साथ ही साथ यॉर्क यूरोप का सबसे हॉन्टेड टाउन भी माना जाता है। और इन्हीं दोनों को एक्सप्लोर करने जा रहा मैं देसी ट्रैवल ब्लॉगर। वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो लाइक शेयर कमेंट ज़रूर करना और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें। अब मैं खड़ा हूँ यॉर्क चॉकलेट स्टोरी बिल्डिंग के बिल्कुल सामने और हम लोग करने वाले हैं एक टूर। और क्या आप लोग जानते हैं कि यॉर्क की चॉकलेट के साथ हिस्ट्री कितनी पुरानी है? 4000 साल पुरानी। और ये इस्टेब्लिश हुआ था 2012 में और इसमें 3 टूर होते हैं। एक होता है जिसमें ये लोग अलग अलग फैमिलीज से मिलाएंगे जिन फैमिलीज़ ने इनिशियली चॉकलेट का काम यहाँ पर यॉर्क में शुरू किया था। और दूसरा टूर है जिसमें ये लोग क्या अपॉर्चुनिटी देते हैं कि आप लोग टेस्टिंग भी करें और साथ ही साथ ये अलग अलग फैमिलीज़ के साथ जो मिलने का टूर है वो भी करते हैं। और तीसरा होता है जिसमें आपको खुद अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है कि आप खुद चॉकलेट बनाएं और अपने बनाए हुए चॉकलेट खुद ले जाएं और टेस्ट भी। और उसके साथ ही साथ ये लोग सारी की सारी डिफरेंट फैमिली से मिलाएंगे जिन लोगों ने इनिशियली चॉकलेट का काम यहाँ पे शुरू किया था। तो हम लोगों ने तो ये तीसरा वाला टूर किया है। इसकी टिकट है 20.95 पर आप कोई भी टूर ले सकते हैं। मेक श्योर कि आप एडवांस में बुकिंग करा लें क्योंकि ओवर द काउंटर मिलने के चांसेस बहुत कम है क्योंकि इस टूर की डिमांड बहुत ज़्यादा रहती है। और उसके लिए आपको जाना पड़ेगा इस लिंक में, इस जाके आप तीनों में से कोई भी टूर बुक करा सकते हैं।
Right, factory. We first, of course, have to roast them. We do this for 15 minutes to kill off any germs, bring out all the lovely flavours in our chocolates, and also to make the outer shells nice and brittle, so they crack very easily. And that's really useful for your job in here called the winnowing. So I have to spin the wheel for me. Winnow the beans. So keep that. So what you're doing is you're crushing the outer shell, the fan blows them all the way. That's perfect. And what we've got left are these little cocoa nibs. This is the inside of the beans we actually use to make our chocolate. There we go. So would anyone like to try these cocoa nibs? They're quite edible, but they're quite bitter. So pop your hand out if you like. Quiet. There we go. Anybody else? There we are, my dear. So you should be able to get the flavour of chocolate.
How is it a little?
I like your faces and spin your wheel. And as you can see on this side, we've been ground into a rich, thick, sticky paste. This is called cocoa mass or cocoa liquor. Thank you very much. Now, if you did not like the cocoa nibs, you will not like this cocoa liquor. It's 100% dark chocolate, the darkest in the world. Only pop your hand out if you'd like to try a bit. Dark, but light cannot escape its surface. Which is why we add sugar to chocolate, haven't we? You sweet if you care to. Cocoa mass through a filter, it's separated out into cocoa butter and cocoa solids. Now white chocolate's made with cocoa butter, no cocoa solids at all, that's why it's white. Milk and dark chocolate need different amounts of both. Thank you very much, my dear. See, that's why you split those up to make different varieties and strengths of chocolate. Right, my dear, you've got the big job. We're going to mix all our ingredients together. So start by pressing the green button for me. Try flat hand, make sure it gets it done, that's it. So you add the cocoa butter back to the cocoa solids, you can let go now. And when the arrows appear, I want you to stir it around with your hand for me. That's it. So flat hand, round and round. There we go. So that's cocoa butter and cocoa solids. Now, for dark chocolate, there's only one more ingredient to add to the pot. That is, of course, the all-important sugar. We all agree that sugar is very important in chocolate, so add the sugar. That's it, you know what to do. Very good, and when the arrows appear, a slight delayed reaction on this one. There you go, my dear, that's it. No licking your fingers, now. So that was your essential recipe for dark chocolate. Cocoa butter, cocoa solids, and sugar. For milk chocolates, would you like to add the milk? That's it, and you know. Now we mix our chocolate for 3 days. I'm not going to make you do that for 3 days. Now having mixed it, we then have to temper it. Now tempering involves heating and cooling your chocolates at different temperatures. That forms the crystals in your chocolates into nice tightly packed layers. This is how your chocolate bar gets a solid structure when it's cooled. If you don't temper it, you get a very wibbly wobbly chocolate bar. You don't want that, do you? Now final stage, you'll pour our chocolate out and let it set that until you'll leave it back. And not not quite enough in that one. Don't worry, you get another go, another mold on in a minute. So pull the lever down, I'll tell you when. Now. There you go, see? Ta-da!
Oh wow!
What a lovely chocolate you made for us. So, having made our chocolate, what do we do with it now?
Eat.
Eat it, precisely, yes. Everyone come join. If you'd like to take a piece, just unwrap it, put it on the back of your hand. That's the best place to keep it, stop it from melting while you wait, alright? Here you go. There it is. Excellent. There we go. Yes, we're just unwrapping that and putting it on the back of your hand. And so first step then is with your eyes. So very carefully just tilt the chocolate slightly in the light. You can see that lovely glossy shine on the surface, can't you, as you tilt it? That's caused by the cocoa butter when the chocolate's properly mixed. So that's the first thing a connoisseur looks for. Next step is to use your ears. Finger and thumb, hold the chocolate up to your ear. When I count 3, we're going to break it in half. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That'll snap. Now that's a nice little indication your chocolate's been properly tempered, all those tightly packed crystals there causing the sound. So again, a real connoisseur always breaks the chocolate to make sure that's been done. Now of course we smell it, take a good deep inhale, lovely rich smell there. It's nice, isn't it? Now obviously smell and taste very closely linked. Here's how a connoisseur gets the best of both. If you want to just clamp your nose, put one piece of chocolate in your mouth, let it melt slowly on your tongue. You can also close your eyes if you like to help with the sensory experience, but you don't have to. And 3, 2, 1, release your nose, inhale through your nostrils, exhale over your tongue. Yeah, nobody said anything about breathing, so. But you should get a nice strong burst of flavour kicking in if you've done that right.
Yeah, yeah. The way you're making me shiver, your hands on myself, I keep pulling the trigger, alright. This rare finger for people like them. Oh no, no.
हम लोग अपने खुद के हाथ से लॉलीज बनाएंगे और वही टेस्ट करके घर भी ले जा सकते हैं.
What you want to do is give your tray a little bit of a wiggle side to side like that, and that smooths your chocolate out. Decorate with whatever you like from these orange bowls here. So I'll go through what we got. We got some salted caramel crisp pearls. They're delicious. I highly recommend them. And we got some Smarties, of course, for the anniversary. We could not. And we got some nice wafer flakes. They're a bit like the inside of a Kitkat. They're definitely not fish food. So I will bring your chocolate when you have it. Start shaking. Here you go, guys. There you go.
अलीना सबसे पहले क्या ऐड कर रहे हो आप?
Smarties. Can I decorate yours?
Yeah, please go ahead.
I don't know where the spoon has gone.
One little trick, by the way, that helps is to push decoration.
तो पारुल क्या बना रहे हो?
Chocolate brownie.
क्या मिक्स कर रहे हो?
Some chips.
Speak louder.
Some chips. Some gems. And I don't know about that, but let's see the chocolate balls. Okay. I have a lolly with a string.
Yeah. अलीना आपके कौन से दोनों?
This is mine. I made like a smiley face in here, and I'm just putting random stuff on yours, so I don't really care about it.
Full rolling, which is the next step.
Thank you.
There. And you each have a pair of gloves. If you'd like to pop those on now, because this second half is somewhat messier. Into your bowl and just smoosh it round a bit, take it out, and then just finish it off, smooth it round in your fingers. So it's got a nice coating of melted chocolate on it. Pop the truffle into the bowl, and then you roll that round inside like this, just by moving the bowl. See how it So you've got your stickers there.
Finally, my chocolates are done.
So big tank of chocolate in the mirror above. Inside here, we have what we call milk chocolate couverture. So we've got cocoa butter, cocoa solids, milk powder, and sugar. And we don't count calories here. All the good stuff. Don't you worry about that. So that's the tank then. Firstly though, I'm going to be using this here, a polycarbonate mould. I'm going to add lots of chocolate to it. I want it right to the top because we're making a shell to begin with. So here we go, lots going on. And spread that all the way down to the end there. And I'll just wipe off the excess on top that we're not going to be using. In just a second, I'll give this mould a tap on the side. Any air bubbles trapped in there will then pop right to the top. We want the shell that we're making to be nice and strong. We don't want holes in there weakening it, because it's going to be a thin shell, so you want it as strong and sturdy as possible with no holes into there. So here we go, good old tap to get rid of the bubbles. Okay, and if I wanted fully solid chocolate like a Yorkie bar into the fridge with that, job done. Want to be a bit more fancy today though. You want to turn this into chocolate rain. And that helps us create the shell shape. Best kind of rain that. And a bit of a tidy up. Bit less mess, bit less waste. And I'll just pop this mould upside down now on a mat here and allow that to set. That will be there for about 15 minutes. With it being upside down to set, we just get a nice even thickness to the shell. Be nice to each other, make sure everyone gets at least their too, as I was saying. You've already got your lollies, haven't you guys, to do truffles, it's perfect. Once you've got your 2 chocolates then, if there's anything you've missed, take your time, have a look. When you're fully finished and ready to head down, the exit's just through the black door there, down to the shop and cafe area. Well, yeah, we really do appreciate you coming. Thanks, guys, and enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
I'm rolling high up in the sky, oh. It's the way you make me feel so good, feel so good.
चॉकलेट स्टोरी का टूर हो चुका है। काफ़ी इंफॉर्मेटिव, काफ़ी हिस्ट्री से रिलेटेड और काफ़ी इंटरटेनिंग टूर था। और आप लोगों ने कुछ एक चीज़ें तो देख ली होंगी टूर में, जहाँ पर उन्होंने पूरा प्रोसेस बताया है कि चॉकलेट कैसे बनता है। दूसरे पार्ट में जहाँ पर वो लोग हमें खुद अपॉर्चुनिटी देते हैं कि हम खुद के अपने चॉकलेट बनाएं जो कि हम कैरी करके ले जाएं। बट उससे पहले भी बहुत सारी चीज़ें इन्होंने बताई हैं जो कि मैं आपको एक्सप्लेन करना चाहता हूँ, जहाँ पर वीडियो कैमरा अलाउड नहीं था। फर्स्ट वन, जब हम एंटर करते हैं तो वहाँ पर हमें वो कुछ चॉकलेट देते हैं टेस्टिंग के लिए। उसके बाद वो रोवन ट्री फैक्ट्री के बारे में बताते हैं जो कि 1880 में स्टार्ट हुई थी। फिर उसके बाद उन्होंने बताया कि बेसिकली कि चॉकलेट की पूरी हिस्ट्री क्या है। उसमें मैं एक करेक्शन कर दूँ, पहले मैंने बताया था कि चॉकलेट की जो यॉर्क की हिस्ट्री है 4000 साल की। बेसिकली यॉर्क की चॉकलेट हिस्ट्री 4000 साल नहीं है, चॉकलेट की हिस्ट्री 4000 साल की है। और चॉकलेट क्या हुआ था, उन्होंने एक मूवी बताई थी, उसमें बेसिकली उन्होंने बताया कि मैक्सिको में चॉकलेट शुरू हुए थे और वो बहुत ही बिटर चॉकलेट होते थे और वो बहुत स्पेशल चॉकलेट होते थे और ख़ास लोगों को ही मिलते थे। और साथ ही साथ बाद में ऐसा माना जाने लगा कि वो जो चॉकलेट है वो बहुत ही काइंड ऑफ उसमें कोई मेडिसन या क्योर करने वाला है, तो उस तरह से उसको यूज़ होने लगा। उसके बाद जब स्पेन के लोगों ने वहाँ पर राज किया तो उन लोगों ने वो जो चॉकलेट बनाने का प्रोसेस था वो यूरोप लेके आ गए और स्लोली अराउंड 1650 के अराउंड वो जो है चॉकलेट का प्रोसेस जो है यूरोप में आ गया। फिर उसके बाद वो नेक्स्ट एक कमरे में लेके जाते हैं और वो बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त चीज़ थी। वहाँ पर क्या है कि अलग अलग 7-8 स्क्रीन थे और हर एक स्क्रीन में जो यॉर्क में अलग अलग फैमिली जिन्होंने चॉकलेट स्टार्ट किया है वो लोग आपस में अपना वीडियो प्रेजेंट करते हैं कि उनकी क्या हिस्ट्री है। बट इट वॉज सो इंटरेक्टिव कि ऐसा लगता था कि वो 7 से 8 स्क्रीन में अलग अलग जो लोग हैं आपस में इंटरेक्ट कर रहे हैं और वहीं पर वो लोग हमें अपॉर्चुनिटी देते हैं कुछ एक चॉकलेट टेस्ट करने के लिए कि जो उन लोगों ने बनाए हुए हैं। और उसके बाद वो चॉकलेट फैक्ट्री में लेके जाते हैं और उसके बाद का पार्ट आपने खुद देखा। और साथ ही साथ इन लोगों ने हमें बताया कि वर्ल्ड के कुछ एक फेमस चॉकलेट्स जैसे कि किटकैट, एरो, स्मार्टीज और पोलो ये सारे यॉर्क में स्टार्ट हुए थे। इनफैक्ट बाद में इन्होंने बताया कि जो किटकैट है हालांकि स्टार्ट तो यहाँ हुआ था बट एट प्रेजेंट सबसे ज़्यादा किटकैट की प्रोडक्शन होती है जापान में और वहाँ पर अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 200 डिफरेंट फ्लेवर के किटकैट चॉकलेट आते हैं। सम ऑफ दैन बेकन और पता नहीं कौन कौन से वियर्ड से फ्लेवर्स हैं एंड जापान इज़ फेमस फॉर दैट। एंड इफ़ यू हैव दैट करेज टू ट्राई दोज फ्लेवर यू कैन गो टू जापान एंड ट्राई दोज। हम लोग आए हैं गोश्त बस टूर कर रहे हैं और ये पीछे है और इसके बारे में ज़्यादा मुझे अभी डिटेल पता नहीं है क्योंकि मैंने एड हॉक बेसिस पर बहुत लास्ट मोमेंट में बुक किया है टूर। 18 पाउंड की इसकी टिकट है और 1 आवर का टूर है और चल के देखते हैं कि कैसा टूर है और उसके बाद मैं आपको बाद में बताऊँगा कि कैसा एक्सपीरियंस रहा।
That's for my safety, not for yours. Someone that complains a lot. So upstairs, let me hear your impressions of a mourner. Let me hear it. Oh, it's like... Britain. This little pathway here is known as 1.5 Whip My Wop My Gates. Now, people from Yorkshire, what would you call a lovely little walkway like this? An alley, yeah. A snicket, yeah. Ginnel. Snicket, ginnel. Alleyway. 3 very Yorkshire words, don't care what anyone says. Now in York, we put them together and we created a very special word. It's close to our hearts. We named them Snickleways. 200 Snickleways in York, and they act as a nervous system, a faster way to get from point A to point B. And legend has it that every single Snickleway either starts or ends in a pub. Anyone tell me what the Shambles was originally famous for?
Butcher shops.
Butchers, yes, thank you very much, sir. Parish Hall Courtyard, which is opposite the Golden Fleece, the most haunted pub in York, Britain, and Europe. There are more ghosts in that one pub than there are in any other pub on our continent, ladies and gentlemen. Here used to be used for public entertainment in the 1800s. Can anyone tell me what the best form of public entertainment was in the 1800s? Executions, yeah. We actually, ladies and gents, we used to hang people from this very tree. Just like every child, a good execution was Jeremy's favourite thing. And so he used to come here every weekend and watch these executions. And one day, that blade, it must have had too much medieval WD-40 or something, I don't know. But it came down with such speed that it hit the head rolled into the basket tipped, and then the head rolled to just in front of little Jeremy's feet. He was thrilled. He was over the moon. He looked to the left, he looked to the right, he picked up the head, and off he went. He ran off with it. It had a right good find. Now there was 25 butchers on the Shambles, and they needed to get the meat from somewhere, and they did. They got it from Marks and Spencer's. Before Marks and Spencer's was there, where there used to be pens of animals, horses, sheep, pigs. Now whilst Jeremy was running around, shouting he got a brand new head, he had created a stampede of animals. A stampede that trampled little Jeremy to within an inch of his life. He was then taken to that top story bedroom window, and they did everything they could for him. But unfortunately, ladies and gents, on that night, little Jeremy died. Still holding on to his brand new head. Now, you can go to that top story bedroom. You can stay there if you like. I wouldn't recommend it because it is said that you'll wake up in the middle of the night to someone kicking the foot of the bed. You'll open your eyes to see the spirit of a child stood there offering you this head as if to... Keep going, folks. Be gone, Margaret, Margaret, be gone, Margaret, the power of Bobby. She's taken, Bobby. Bobby! All right.
The wheels of the bus go.
गोस्ट बस टूर हो चुका है, ठीक ठाक टूर था। कुछ एक फैक्ट इन्होंने बताया कि यॉर्क जो है वो यूरोप का सबसे हॉन्टेड टाउन है और यहाँ पर हज़ारों की तादाद में गोस्ट की स्टोरीज़ अवेलेबल है। चाहे वो किसी औरत ने अपने बॉयफ्रेंड को मार दिया, या फिर बॉयफ्रेंड ने औरत को मार दिया, या फिर किसी ने सुसाइड कर लिया, या फिर किसी बच्चे ने कुछ कर लिया। लॉट ऑफ स्टोरीज़। और कुछ एक बिल्डिंग्स के यहाँ पर लेके गए, बताया कि इनकी स्टोरीज़ क्या हैं, और साथ ही साथ एक दो पब्स बताए हैं जो कि दुनिया के सबसे हॉन्टेड पब्स माने जाते हैं। सो वन ऑफ देम इज़ गोल्डन फ्लीस। और अगर मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली तो कल मैं आपको उस पब में लेके जाऊंगा। और माना जाता है कि स्टोरियाँ ये है कि एटलीस्ट 21 या उससे ज़्यादा गोस्ट जो है उस पब में रोम अराउंड करते हैं, तो लोग वहाँ पर ड्रिंक्स करने जाते हैं।